Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm in incredible danger. Yes, that's right, I booted up the save to find myself in a rather precarious position. I've got somewhat of an uninvited guest swung by and hanging out. He seems incredibly hungry for my toes, which I'd really prefer he did not eat. Now, Kevin, we sent you off to college, and we thoroughly expect you to stay there. Now look at you, you're back, you're home, and unfortunately for us, you're grown. Okay, now we're gonna have to find our way out of this without causing any further bloodshed. Because as you can see, I'm a little hurt. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Run. Ooh. We seem to have reached an accord. Very well. Good day to you, sir. Thankfully, we spawned in on the Texas biome, which gives us a whole bunch of extra tools to deal with unwanted guests. Ah, so efficient. Okay, now, we need to take stock of what we've done and what we're going to do, because we have a little bit to do and not a lot of time to do it in. As I discussed last time, this right here, this is going to become the house. We are going to have to expand it a little bit, make it a little bit larger so we can fit all our new toys. I also want to have at least enough space to have some extra bedrooms. I was initially planning on building the house up in these hills, but I just don't know if that's feasible at this point. And I do still want to build the farm shop, which I think it would be kind of cool if that was integrated into the house. Like, maybe the house sort of extends to around about that position, and then you see the farm shop sort of fills in that position over there. Hope that was clear enough. One thing is incredibly clear, which is that we are not getting anything done without silicon. We are completely out of bulletproof glass, and we need a whole bunch with this design style. So I think the very first thing we are doing today is grabbing the Lily and going for a little bit of a ride. That could have gone better. Now, if I remember correctly, and I almost certainly don't, we actually did have a whole deposit of silicon right here on the ice with us. Let's see. Yes, there it is right there. Beautiful. We don't really need the magnesium, but we do indeed want that silicon. And what is that, 14 meters? Beautiful. We'll park it right there. And how did we lose the roof? Surprising. Okay. Time to dig. I would prefer it if you didn't look at the lily right now. I, may or may not have gotten a little excited when it came to docking. Okay, while the nanobots put that back together, let me put this back together. Okay, gently now, Lily, gently. We may need to turn off steering on all these wheels. We don't really need it anymore. Can't get the camera to comply. Oh, I see yellow. 7. Nope, that turned the batteries off. Which one is it? Right, it's a different connector now, because why would it be the same one? It's got the same name, it's got the same everything, it must be a different one. Switch lock, there we go. 8. Okay, lovely. We got there. Loving every minute of it, Jerry. Well, we did bring in an absolute ton of bulletproof glass. So let's see if that has made its way, not a bulletproof glass, sorry, of silicon ore. Can we see if that's made its way into the mix? Production in... Hey, silicon's being made. Okay, cool. It's gonna focus on the more important components first, and then it'll go up to the simpler ones. We do actually need we need like 2 more semiconductors, or superconductors, sorry, so that we could make the other yield module. We're down 1. That one's non-functional. In fact, hold on. While we wait for that silicon to process, give me a bottle Not that bottle. Give me this bottle. Drop off all this crud. And let's go on a quick gold mining trip. After a brief lunch. My stomach growling? That's hilarious. Okay, take me to the gold deposit. We're just gonna go let's bring back a handful of gold. And that'll get us our semiconductors. No, every time, superconductors. Alright, we got the gold from the mine, and on my way back I remembered that I did have this silver deposit here. So we might as well pick this up, right? We can make those medical components, get a proper med bay. I don't see any reason not to. And we could also get the next level of tools, which is very funny, because we've done all of this without them, and only now at the proverbial end are we even bothering. But there we go. Okay, so that's plenty of both. That should get us basically just all the little bits and pieces we're still waiting on, which you love to see. Okay, give me the refinery. Yeah, I managed to mine up like 30-something thousand silicon ore. It took forever. Can you please do... Aha, silver. Good. Because now you should then kick this into gear. Oh, we need a lot of silver. Oh, we might not have that much silver. What we can do, though, in the meantime, is get second pairs of all that. Yeah, that'd be nice. What does tier 3 take? Platinum? Yeah, I think you have to get that from the moon. And then to be completely honest with you, part of me wants to yoink that iron, no, the gold, and put that through there as well. Get that processing, because that way we can get that thing built, right? The superconductor? Yeah, and then we get even more gold, and more silver, and more iron, and more silicon, and more good. Yes. Alright, cool. So, that is a pretty major milestone, done and dusted. We now need to figure out what we're doing with the rest of this proverbial dust. And I think the first step... Now, hold on. What if... We do have a conveyor connection here. What if this became the house? So keep that as kind of the lab. Oh, that could be the lab. And that could be the house. Scope creep? Why, yes, I do know her. We're married. Alright, may have gotten a little bit carried away there, but we have a roof on this structure now. And then some, to be completely honest. I don't love the way the ends just kind of meet up, but actually at the same time it's kind of cool. I really like this entrance. I think that looks fantastic at the moment. Anyway, we can head inside, and we are greeted by this corridor. And the reason for that is that the cargo containers are beneath our feet, so it's kind of hard to build on top of them. So I figured the corridor is an interesting way for us to divide up the space and maybe get a couple of levels on this whole thing without too much more trouble. Anyway, this over here is our first little partition. I think this is going to become our kitchen. We've got our food processor, a second one, in here, as well as just a good old cargo container. We can stash that away, why not? And I figured, you know what? Bring you guys back in, and let's do a little decorating. So this is going to be where we build the kitchen. What do you need in a kitchen? I mean, a farm. It's probably a little overkill for the kitchen itself. Let's take a look at what we got in the old tank here. We got the inset kitchen. It's a bit lame. We got a bar counter, bar corner. That's a bit more fun. And then a kitchen. Okay, wow. What will they think of next? Well, what if we put a stove there, right? Give me a corner bar right over here. And then I need like a table. I need a... What would they be called here? A console. Yeah, the console block. That's what a fellow like me craves. Wait. There must be a table. Because there's seats, right? That have, like, tables. Is it chair? There's desk chairs. Chairless corner. I swear to God, I have seen like a conference table. Conference. No. Hold on. Give me a second. Maybe it's just like a bunch of these desks stacked up next to each other. I could do it. Oh, I do kind of like a kitchen lab situation. That feels very sci-fi. Honestly, that kind of works. That kind of works. We got a sink. We got a little workstation to analyze our food supplies. We've got a cook station. Yeah, we got the actual cooking spot. We can sit and enjoy our hands. Yay. And it's got everything the body needs. Alright, so I've also recently discovered the lab door, which are these little sort of half glass doors. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. Now look, with this design, with the corridor, there is temptation to kind of just wall this off, right? Or at the very least, I don't know, maybe like actually not have all of this as open floor? That's pretty tempting. Because the reason I would do that, because then maybe we build our actual house a level up. Hope you like that sound. You're gonna be hearing that a lot. Yeah, hold on. What if, hear me out. Never used the corridors before and I'm really liking them. What if we did something like this? Okay, there we go. We could do something like that. And then what goes in the middle here? We gotta have some kind of display here. This is too cool not to have a display. Ooh. What if? Is that like lab supplies line? Yeah, these ones. What if we did something like that? Okay. And then you could see the supply. You could see the bubbles. You can see the bubbles right over there. I kind of do want this one to have a light, so I'm not going to change that. There is temptation to connect this all up. That was all part of the original plan, right? That all of that was connected up. But now I'm thinking with our new corridor meta, do we do anything with that? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. All I know is I am hungry, which does mean that we actually need to hit the streets and get a little bit more mammal meat. Yummy. What do I want to do with this? I think I want to wall this lad in. I think they're just gonna have to find new and exciting ways to cope. Okay, let me just put a window in here, which is the one side. Beautiful. All right, there we go. So now you got options. You can either go down, or you can enter the tunnels. Yes, the tunnels. I love the tunnels. You head down this way, you're in the kitchen. Bang. I wish I could spray paint signs on these walls. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So the kitchen, straight down yonder. If I can wall this in, but I'd have to redesign the roof. Which isn't really my vibe, I won't lie to you. More of a one-hit wonder type of guy. Yeah, they can't stop me. What's a little hole in the roof between friends, huh? Okay, see, now I'm genuinely feeling this plan, because now what we can do is cut all this off and fill it with solid blocks, and suddenly, largely unemployed's got himself a base come together. Okay, now we got a little bit of attic space we can work with. You see? All things are powerful through greebling. Wait, what did I just say? All things are possible through greebling is what I meant to say. Oh, we should be using the interior blocks, ya goobers. Because then we can put cool, like, sci-fi walls and stuff. Yeah, like this. How does our sci-fi interior wall look? Oh, she's perfect. Noteless. No notes. Okay. With this new strategy in mind, what kind of goofy stuff can we get up to here? Okay, 44th time's the charm. I think it's time for me to stop yapping and start thinking about how we want to design this stuff. We still need a bedroom, a living room, a toilet. Could put the toilet in the cave. I like the sound of that.
No, there are wolves on the roof. There are wolves on the roof. Alerts. Time-lapse alert. Wolves on the roof.
Okay, so let's take a quick tour of what we've got so far. It's not a ton, but I do like what we have. So, front door, hello, hello, hello. On in we go, right? Let's close that one behind us this time, baby. Let's stop letting the dogs in. All right, if I keep going straight down and I hang a left, we find ourselves in the kitchen. The walls have got some skylights, right? A little bit of windows coming in. I don't mind it. Got a truffle light there for the evening, which I think looks kind of good. And then we come over here to the lab. Got some console tables, got a little bit of storage, got a couple sinks and things to keep us busy. And then in here, it's probably the room I'm the most proud of so far, is the toilet. So we've got ourselves a throne. We got ourselves a fish tank over there, which if you remember was one of the to-do list requirements. We have a shower, which I think is pretty stunning. And if we head up this way, we've got some empty space. And I'm thinking that right here, overlooking all of that, should be where we put the bedroom. Don't you? Where? Is there another dog on the ceiling? There were dogs on the ceiling earlier. They've been following me around. There's about 12 of them at this point that have spawned in. They're just sort of waiting for me. I have been building for a while. So long, in fact, that I think it's probably time for us to head down the cargo tunnel and start checking out our farm. Everything has definitely grown, and I need to be propagating it. Definitely got to maintain pretty strong door security. Yes, indeed. Those have been oh, I gotta drop stuff off. Okay. This is where I'd put my inventory if I had one. Any day now. Thank you, nanobots. Wait, keep that, keep that. No, don't keep that. Give me the ice. I've also been having a bit of trouble getting my damn O2H2 tank refilled. It's proven to be a bit of a challenge. You gotta kind of like throw it in there and then pick it up wherever Izzy's takes it. It's a bit of a pain. And the nanobots will collect all that stuff, so don't worry about all that. Okay, harvest the mushrooms. 3 more mushrooms. Excellent, which we need to turn into spores. Okay, yeah, no, we've seriously increased our crop numbers here. Okay, looks like 1 seed gives you 2. With the exception of fruit, where you only get 1. Oh, between 1 and 2. Interesting. Okay, take me to production. Take me to the food processor. Harvest. Can you please get all of that? And then food processor 2 can harvest the other ones. We might even have more mushrooms than that, to be honest. Fantastic. Now it's just a matter of planting them. Can I put the seeds in my hand out of interest? That would be much quicker, right? If I go up to like over here, can I do it like this? I hope they've coded this. And I also need the spores. All right. So then if I do this, can I? Ah, yes. Good job, Keen. Good job. Well, we could have cooked some of those mushrooms. Not that I would ever consider doing that. Don't, please, 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 the kneecaps, please. But I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, it's a possibility. And not one that I would explore in the slightest. Please. Alright, anyway, with the farm taken care of, let's take a look at our to-do list. Close that door. Alright, we have a bathroom. Rather nice one. We have, we do not yet have a living room and dining area. We do have a lab, which I didn't plan for. And we've got a fish tank. We need the count-up timer. And then we need the bedroom. Okay. 2 birds. I do quite like having this wall here. Sort of a live edge to the base, you know? Oh my goodness, was I recording that whole time? Whoopsie. I did not mean to do that. Oh well. It's a good thing Magic loves 15-minute long bouts of silence. He's a big fan of it. He tells me every week in his messages from the basement. That might be the first time I've made an editor in the basement joke. Usually we do the other way around. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that one. Ah, no, I cut that bit out. That was stupid. Yeah, that was stupid. I don't love it. Okay, cool. We've got ourselves a platform to work with. Now the question becomes, which way is the bedroom? I feel like it should be that way, right? I feel like that you gotta look out. You gotta look out on what you've made. You've got a cool bedroom. And what have we made? We've made a couple problems. A little bit of progress, even. Got a column A, column B kind of situation. Why am I building this out? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I was thinking like, oh, maybe we could have like a little protrusion for the bedroom. And to be honest, maybe we could have a little protrusion for the bedroom. This doesn't have to be fancy. That was just fancy for the sake of being fancy. This could just be this. Right. Hear me out. And then just a little protrusion. And just so. Just to give the room a little bit of, like, sort of dynamism, you know? Okay, and then, I believe I've done this correctly in that we can now put down some railings. You know me, I love a good railing. I mean, who doesn't love a good railing? Oh, beautiful. Okay, we've got ourselves a little observation balcony. A big fan, we can get into the tank. Oh, maybe that's our back to tank, you know? Perfect. Backing it up. Backing up that ass. Speaking of which, we gotta get this bed down. Yeah. And I'm thinking it's right over there. You know? We can sleep toe to toe with our homies. Let's get a little trunk next to the bed. And perhaps even one of these. A little foot locker. Ah, beautiful. Can't really see anything, but, you know, it's the effort that counts. Okay, then you gotta have, like, the cool guy corner, which is just gonna be a series of tables and bars. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's classy. Oh, I like that very much. Little privacy shrub. Oh, she's a beauty, honestly. Look at that. Look at that view. Maybe don't look at the view right now. You might have some medical concerns. All right. What are we missing? What are we missing from the bedroom? Bedroom needs the count up timer. That's a must-have. You know what? We can get fancy with it. Give me the transparent one. Ooh. You know what? I feel like our engineer is the type of fella who would want to, at any given second, want to know exactly what the time is. Give me an app. Give me the digital clock. Yeah, he's a big fan. Yes, and yes, it is 1:45 in the morning. I don't know if I mentioned in the previous episode. We're a little pressed for time on this one. Yeah, I don't love that it becomes blue. It feels like it's a bit redundant. Yeah, give me the weather. And then, you know, just give me a couple deets. There's a thunderstorm right now? On whose planet, lady? Ah, it is upside down. Okay, beautiful. So we've got all that down. Oh, you know what goes here? You know what goes here. Oh, you better give me the damn jukebox. I feel like jukebox gotta go I think I want a console right here. Okay, we got ourselves a little command center over there. Beautiful. And then, I mean, if that's like the bar area, right? That's definitely where you want the jukebox. And then, oh, hold on. We're not quite ready. We're not quite ready for the jukebox just yet. We got one little space to fill out here, and I think I know exactly what I want it to be. Old Faithful, the med station. Get some stuff bubbling in there. Okay, beautiful. We have a real med station. Oh, that's amazing. I kind of like the open plan bedroom up here. Got everything we need. We can command our base. We can not die. And we can even sleep. I've done 2 out of those 3 things before. Alright, you're a jukebox. Okay, what do I want to play? Well. There is only one song for a fella such as me. Oh, this is it. The magnum opus.
The hangar is under attack. Scramble all reinforcements. All second stage pilots.
What's going on with your out there, buddy? You gotta appreciate the lore lead in. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah.
Board in this vessel, we need accordance with the law. Hack the rig, kill them all, and have some fun. Well, what are you staring at? Get somewhere.
When I'm out in space,
Oh, here it is.
just drifting by,
dude.
and I see a raid on a base nearby. I have no doubt to do what's right, turning up the sound and the spotlight. When the signal comes into the spacecraft, out into space, yes, that's where we'll be. We are creators, put your trust in us. This is the promise that we will keep. Space engineers. Space
Oh,
engineers.
this game always delivers, man. Oh, it always delivers. Okay, well, we have one.
Cruising through
Oh,
space.
I forgot. I always forget that it continues every time. Whenever you think it's done, it's never done. Oh, I'm tearing up, man. I'm crying. I can't leave. It's in the middle of the best song in the world.
Comes into the spacecraft, out into space, yes, that's where we'll be. We are creators, put your trust in us. This is the promise that we will keep. Space engineers.
Damn, he's kind of hitting that.
Space engineers. Fuel critical.
Oh, incredible. 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 A work of modern art. Mozart's been real quiet since that one dropped, that's all I'm saying. just like that, we're done. This, people, this is the farm shop. You ever seen a farm shop this good? I don't think so. Also, I really hope not, because, I mean, you wouldn't be on Earth, which is, it's a very different conversation. Anyway, if we head inside, you'll see we've got nothing but the finest non-Earth flooring. Oh yeah, look at that wood. That's some good wood. We've got some suspiciously colored test tubes. We've got pipes and batteries and girders and motors and, well, everything the body needs, including firearms and ammunition. Maybe this really is Texas. This was a lot of fun to build. I sort of modeled it after some of the farm shops I grew up around in the north of South Africa. They always look like this. They're just like a shed, sort of lean-to style with a tin roof and big windows, and they've just got like a ton of stuff crammed into them. And there's always like a back room that's got even more stuff somehow. This is what I remember. This is like one of my few childhood memories that survived the brainworms. Anyway, in the back, we've also got access to an actual cargo container, which, well, let me drop off these mushrooms, which I would actually like to make use of by not taking the Lily. She's parked, she's comfy, she's chilling in our little parking bays, but by actually flying over to the greenhouse for a second and checking on our crops. As you can see, I've been filling them up as they come through, turn them into seeds, and then turn those seeds into more plants, which turn into more food, which yada 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 yada. I'm gonna see if I can take a harvest of at least one of these. Okay, so we got some veggies. Let's drop those off. And then let's head over this way to our living quarters, which are right behind the industrial refinery, just like Mama used to make. Hold on, it's kind of hard to get up that way. We've got to go in this way. Beautiful. We just head down past the jukebox, which is still going. If we were to go into here and request, yes, we can make it. We can make a steak dinner. That's what this has all been for. Ah, fantastic. A choice cut of meat cooked up to perfection and adorned with exotic spices. Rich in protein, vitamins, and nutrients, and served with a full spread of complimentary side dishes. A supreme comfort for the weary traveler. Ah, that's me. I'm the weary traveler. And now that we've eaten our steak dinner, it's time to sit upon our throne and look at our fish. The two things every man needs. I wouldn't say that the average man needs this song. I'm not. This song might not be part of one's recommended daily intake. Oh, but we do have our count up timer. We do have our clear weather indicator. Oh, and before we start dancing, there is one last thing we need to do, which is to head over to the old lab over here and update the to-do list. We have built a bedroom. We have got ourselves a living room. We have our count up timer. We even have a farm shop with a storefront and a warehouse. We have finished everything. I think, gamers, I think we've done it. I think we've built the farmstead. That is a good X right there. To do, live. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with Magic and I. We have both had a tremendous amount of fun with this playthrough, and we both feel a little bit sad that it's ended so quickly. It's just time and life and reality play unfair games with us all, and sometimes you've just got to deal with the cards you're dealt. And today, the cards I'm dealing, oh, they're inexplicably pirate themed, baby. It's been a fantastic 2025. Magic and I are so excited for all of the cool stuff we're going to do next year in 2026. I hope that you are too. If you'd like to get a list of all those things, please check out the channel update video that's gone up as well. That is by far and away the best place to find all gamer-related content, at least that's related to largely unemployed gaming anyway. I can't think with the pirates talking in my ear. Let me take off my headphones. Sorry, give me a second here. It's been an absolute blast this year. You guys are incredible. You make this content possible, and genuinely, there wouldn't be much point making it without you watching it. So thank you for spending your time and your precious, precious hours with us. We appreciate every single one of them. And the Stroom and I will be seeing you, and yes, even you, in the next year. Thank you all so much for being here, and as always, We'll see you in the next one. Cheers. What are you still doing here?